Hey everyone, it's Brandon Amoroso, founder and president of Electriq, a drinks.com company. And today I'm going to be walking you through what a winery website looks like on Shopify with the Drinks app and all the other solutions in the Shopify ecosystem, like email and SMS marketing, customer service, cross-sells and upsells, club functionality, and more. So let's dive into it. First and foremost, upon site entry, there's going to be a pop-up powered by the Drinks app that asks the customer whether they are 21 years of age or older. They have to confirm yes before going through the site. So click yes here, and now we can browse around. You can see we have a really clean navigation menu here with a shop, the wine club, event promotion, accolades, and then an about us section, which leads to obviously about, but also somewhere where we embed quiz functionality as well. Then also after site entry, we're going to get a pop-up. Now this is to capture email and SMS. This can be powered by Attentive or Klaviyo, and we're seeing really strong returns with all the wineries that we're working with who are implementing SMS programs into their marketing strategy. So again, because of compliance laws around SMS marketing, we have to verify that we are 21 years of age, and then I will enter my email address here. As soon as I press continue, this is going to pass into Klaviyo, and I'm entered into an email marketing welcome flow. So it'll be welcome to Aesthete, a special offer for the first purchase, and then a nurturing series over the course of the next 2 weeks, depending on whether or not I purchase. If I purchase, then I get taken out of that automated flow of communications. If I don't purchase, then I stay in it. I'll press continue here, and now I'm going to be entering my phone number. So even if the customer doesn't enter their phone number here, the email address is still getting passed over into Klaviyo, so they're going to get the welcome flow. But this is a great way to grow your SMS list, have that two-step modal, and we see on average click-through rates of above 10% with SMS marketing. Open rates are almost 100%, and so it's a much more effective channel of communication, but you also have to be more timely and relevant with your communication, and your frequency needs to be lower as well. You can't treat SMS marketing like you do email marketing because of the personal nature of the SMS inbox. So I'll click Become an Insider. Now I need to check my phone. So I'm going to get a text on my phone that requires me to reply Y to opt into the subscription. And the reason why it does this is because SMS marketing requires double opt-in because of the TCPA rules and regulations. So I went ahead and replied Y. Now I'm in the SMS marketing program. Next, let's talk about customer service. So the preferred customer service app for all of our winery clients and alcohol clients is Gorgias. So you can see here in the bottom right corner, we have this chat with us prompt. We're able to include things like instant answers. So on average, 30 to 50% of customer service queries are, where's my order? So that's why we have an instant answer here, track my order. And then you'll see, to see your order status, please provide your order details. And all you have to do is enter your order number and your email address, and the customer can self-service themselves. Now, obviously this is just one example, but you could build out other instant answers as well that are a part of your most frequently asked questions. Gorgias integrates with your entire Shopify tech stack, and that's one thing to note here as I walk through all these different solutions is that they all integrate with one another. One-click integrations where you don't need to do any custom development work. So all of your data lives within the systems so that you're able to create these really cohesive customer experiences because everything integrates with one another, and you're using best-in-class tools in each particular function. Another thing with Gorgias that you can do is prompt a chat pop-up on certain pages or targeting certain visitors. So let's say somebody goes to the wine club page and you want to connect them with one of your wine concierge or customer service representatives. You can have the chat automatically pop up and say something like, hey, it's Brandon. Wanted to know if you had any questions about the wine club. I'm here to help. And that can almost turn your customer service into a revenue driving arm of your business. So that's Gorgias. Next, let's talk about the club. So you can see here, we have a wine club page. If I click join today, I'm going to go into this subscriptions page. Now, you can either subscribe to individual products themselves, or you can join the club, which includes 4, 8, or 12 bottles and sort of like a discovery pack. So on Shopify with Recharge, you're able to allow customers to subscribe to individual products if you like, but you can also do more standard clubs where maybe quarterly shipments of 6 bottles of a mix, or 12 bottles of mix, or 12 bottles of red, or a yearly club. Really, whatever you want to do is possible. Almost 95% of it is out of the box, and then because of the extensibility of Shopify and Recharge, we could build on top of that custom club programs if there are sort of unique use cases that you're trying to accommodate for. But here's the join the club page. So the customer can select their quantity per shipment, either 4, 8, or 12 bottles. They can select whether they want to pick up or ship it, and you can see here that the pricing changes. And then also the frequency. So if they want it to be 3 times per year or 2 times per year. Now, let's say I go ahead and add this to cart. One of the things you're going to see here is now another app called Rebuy. So this you may also like functionality here is really powerful. And Rebuy plugs into multiple places in the customer journey. One is dynamic artificial intelligence product recommendations like on the product pages. So the you may also like section at the bottom of a product page. Next is in the slide out cart here, showcasing the products that may also be added. If you have a free shipping threshold, you can also add a bar up here, which allows you to see your progress towards whether or not you've unlocked free shipping. And that's really powerful to incentivize higher average order value, which is really important when you're shipping wine due to the weight of the product. Ideally, every order is going to be at least 6 bottles or more for the most part. And you could also change it so as opposed to be based off of a dollar amount for free shipping, you can do it based off of a bottle amount for free shipping. And it'll show customers the progress threshold up here and really incentivize adding additional products to cart. Next is in the checkout experience. So we're showcasing cross-sells within the checkout experience that with one click, customers can add to their order. But my favorite is after checkout, a pop-up will show up with a cross-sell. And you can put language around it, such as you have 5 minutes left to get this special offer of 25% off our 3 limited edition red pack or something like that. On average, we see customers take advantage of that offer 10 to 15% of the time. So it's literally free revenue. The order's already been processed. If they click that, add this to my order, it's just going to append it as another line item to that existing order and increase the average order value for your store. Next is Akendo. So Akendo allows for the aggregation of product reviews. So if I were to go to here, you're able to showcase product reviews on the bottom of your website. And during the review process as well, you can, as you see here, go through the review process. You can write stars, review title, what did you think about it? You can add photos or videos. And then we can even start to ask for certain product attributes or certain customer attributes. And an example would be like a coffee brand. You can go here. You can see at the bottom in the review section that they typically brew their coffee with a coffee maker, typically drink their coffee with cream, and then some product standouts as well. And then also some product attribute sliders. So what this allows to do is customers that are visiting your site and want to filter for other people who are like them. So in wine, you could ask what their flavor profile preference usually is, like dry or sweet. And then customers can come to the product page and filter that out. But you also then get that data point on that customer who answered that review question. So now you can segment them in your email marketing database for all dry wine drinkers. And then when you're releasing new products or sending them marketing emails or putting together bundles or packs, you know how to target that customer specifically. Next, I want to talk about the wine quiz. So this is using Octane AI. There's also a solution called Jebbit, and all these will be linked below in the comments. But what this does is allow you to funnel customers into a particular like product selection or into a particular club. And all of these answers will pass through into Klaviyo so that you can use it for segmentation. So what best describes my average experience with wine? I'll say a wine enthusiast. So now I know I categorize myself as a wine enthusiast. So you can have 4 different segments now of wine enthusiasts, a professional wine taster, a social drinker, and then new to drinking wine. And this can help you tailor your email and SMS marketing content to that particular customer. Then, how often do I enjoy wine? I'd say often. My favorite is always red. Favorite varietal. Probably would want to choose multiple there, but let's go cab. And the average price, let's say above 60 per bottle. And where do I mostly purchase my wine? Say direct from producers. Now I'm entering my email. So when I enter this email, all of those answers that I just filled out, they're going to pass into my Klaviyo profile. And then you can see here, I have my recommended products. So let's go ahead and add the Sauvignon Blanc to cart. Now I have a Sauvignon Blanc, and I can easily add in additional products if I want. Now let's go through the checkout process. So what we like to do is use Fairing, which is a post-purchase survey tool. You can ask things such as attribution questions. So how did you hear about us? You can also ask additional questions around like how was your site experience? There's a bunch of different ways that you can go about trying to get more zero-party data on your customer. So we'll click checkout, go through here. Let's go ahead and fill out my information. Now, here we have a checkbox making sure that the customer knows that they are agreeing to a subscription. Then as soon as they click pay now, the order is going to process. Great. Now here is the Fairing survey. So in this case, we're only asking one question. How did you hear about us? So this helps with marketing attribution. So you could add in things like tasting room. You could add in other social media channels. And then we always like to leave an other section because if a customer fills this out, then we can get those responses in Fairing and see if there's any other drop downs that we might want to select from. But then this allows you to create segments in Klaviyo as well to be able to better target your customers. So I'll say Instagram, and then there'll be a follow-up Instagram. There'll be a follow-up question, which is can you share where on Instagram? And I will say a friend tagged me, or we just have an other as well. Then we submit, and that's it. You can ask multiple questions as well, so you can continue going on depending on what you're trying to learn about that customer. Now we can go ahead and actually manage the subscription. So this is being powered by Recharge, and everything is going to live within your account page. So go ahead and over here, and I'm going to log in. All right, here you can see my order, and you can see one of my past orders here as well. So this is where you can see all of your order history. You can manage your subscriptions, and then you'll get order confirmation emails, such as this, which are beautifully branded and built out in Klaviyo. And then the last app that we're going to highlight here is Olomo. So we actually use a solution that allows you to create custom order tracking pages for your customers. So as opposed to having to send them to your standard like Shopify order confirmation page or Shopify order tracking page, you can send them to a beautifully branded order tracking page that you're able to call out certain different messaging depending on the customer. So like you can create individual order tracking pages depending on if it's like a one-shot customer or subscription customer, or if they're a white wine drinker or a red wine drinker. You're able to create these custom order tracking pages. Now, here's that order tracking page example. So you can see how, sure, it's giving the status of the delivery, but we also have all these tabs up here that customers will click through on, as well as CTAs to shop additional wine, contact for a private tasting, and then also showcasing some educational content about their winemaker. And order Transactional emails and texts are the most engaged with communications for your customers. On average, customers check their order tracking page 4.6 times per order. So about 15% of your website traffic usually is going to these order tracking pages. And if you don't have some sort of custom experience set up here, you're missing out on a really big opportunity. Now, let's say I want to actually update my subscription. I can go into my account portal and go into the subscriptions tab and change the quantity of my subscription. I can change if I want 6 bottles, 12 bottles. I can change when my next order date is going to be. I can update my order frequency to 4 months or 6 months, change payment method, change shipping address, change my phone number. I can skip this order and I can even cancel subscription while also having reasons here that will then feed into our analytics. And we can set up retention plays here where if I say like this is too expensive, we can prompt them to stay on as a customer with a 10% off code. Now, all these things are completely configurable to how you want to do it. So you don't need to offer the ability to skip an order or cancel subscription, but typically we see a higher lifetime value of the customers who do take those actions on their account. So I've walked you through sort of what a best-in-class Shopify experience looks like for wineries. We went over the Drinks app, which has the pop-up on site, but also is handling all the real-time tax and compliance and checkout. So if I was in a location where those SKUs weren't able to be shipped, or I was hitting a volume limit, or there was some state product enforcement, that would trigger a compliance error, which you can then choose to either hold the order, or you can choose to have the checkout not even go through. So depending on how you want to handle things, you can structure that in the Drinks app. Then we also went through Attentive and Klaviyo, which is the email and SMS marketing platforms that we use, the lead capture to start getting and building your email and SMS list. SMS is a more personalized communication channel, but very, very powerful. Then we went over Gorgeous, which is the customer service platform. You can think of it as a Zendesk for e-commerce, and that integrates with the rest of your tech stack, giving your customer service team a unified view on a customer to see what subscriptions they have, what orders they've done in the past, if there's been any issues with them in the past as well, if they have any loyalty points in their account, what sort of answers did they give to quizzes. All that's in one centralized place, and you have live chat functionality as well. Then we went over Recharge, which is the wine club platform that we leverage with all of our clients at Drinks. And then we went over Rebuy, which is the solution that allows you to upsell throughout the entire checkout process and also after an order goes through. Next is Akendo, which allows you to aggregate product reviews. And then Octane, which allows you to put in quizzes onto your website via an easy drag and drop builder. And then last is the post-purchase surveys with Fairing. Now, with Akendo, Fairing, and Octane, one of the biggest takeaways here is that those are zero-party data aggregation tools. And all of that data then passes into Klaviyo for you to be able to use for segmentation and personalization. So I'm going to bring in here my profile from that order within Klaviyo. So we'll click here. Now you can see all of that information. So how often do I enjoy wine? Often. I'm a wine enthusiast. I also see that I'm an active Recharge subscriber, that I have 1 subscription active. These are the products I'm subscribed to. You can also see how I found them via google.com. And so all of my answers to any of these different apps are going to feed into Klaviyo, and you can see my entire activity timeline here as well. So all of this data can then be used for segmentation, for triggering communications to a customer, and it really gives you a centralized view of your entire customer database. So that's what a best-in-class Shopify winery experience can look like. You have so much functionality at your fingertips with easy-to-use plug-and-play apps that one-click integrate with one another that allow you to create truly great customer experiences that are personalized to who they are as a consumer. Now, we've been able to produce pretty significant results for Aesthete and plenty of other wineries by moving them over to a modern e-commerce platform like Shopify and then getting them up to speed with the tech stack and how they can better market and communicate with their customers, all being powered by the Drinks solution embedded into Shopify's checkout, providing real-time tax and compliance for shipping direct across the United States for alcohol merchants. So that's it for this video. We're going to publish one later on walking through each of the different apps and how they function, and we'll include links to those as well. But thank you so much for watching. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions about migrating over to Shopify, the Drinks app, any of these other solutions, and how Shopify and Drinks are helping bring wineries and alcohol merchants across the US online and being able to better not only communicate with their customers, but start to learn more about them via some of these data aggregation efforts. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.